Oh my God, guys, do you get this? Do you get this? What is happening? This is like Minority Report right now. This is like 2059. What I'm going to talk about is integrating an AI agent directly into our business manager, okay?
What?
Yep, Claude is going to work directly on our business manager. It's not a third party. It is a direct integration with Meta, authorized by Mr. Zuckerberg himself. The world became a lot more powerful for advertisers and marketers. AI working for me 24/7 when I'm driving, while I sleep, while I'm on vacation, and all I gotta do is communicate with it.
Here's the analogy. If you go to a restaurant and you have a menu, you take the API, it's going to get your order, the menu item, and it's gonna send it to the kitchen, and the kitchen is gonna make it for you. So you see, there's like several parties involved. We have all these different technologies. With the MCP, with the Model Context Protocol, I can put them all in the kitchen, and I can manage them through one single platform. Just one, that's it. For those of you that don't know, AGM stands for Attention Grabbing Media. It's a 10-year-old marketing agency that's an Inc. 5000 company that services all kinds of brands and businesses and celebrities and people. We build brands and we scale them here. In AGM marketing, we use a lot of Meta campaigns, Facebook advertising, Instagram ads. With MCP now, you can actually go to Claude and you can run all your campaigns directly on Meta with the technology of MCPs. The cool part about this that had never happened before in history, this is a Meta integration, guys. Yeah. It's not a third-party tool.
Yeah.
It's not anything else but that. Look at one of my first questions. Okay, what can you do to help me with this integration? Give me a list of things that you can execute for me. Accounts and reporting, campaigns, ad sets. I can create new ad sets under existing campaigns. Wow. Set targeting, budgets, bidding strategies, optimization goals, scheduling and placements, update existing ad sets. Campaigns, create new campaigns. Activate or pause existing campaigns, ad sets or ads. Update campaign settings. Ads and creatives, create single image link ad creatives. You can create single image link ad creatives. Create individual ads under ad sets. View existing creatives and which ads use them. Audiences. List your custom audiences. Create new custom audiences. The agents are now inside the MCP and they're going out there and they're getting your communications and your requests and they're getting work done for you. You don't have to go and get feedback from AI and get it done yourself. You can just say, you get it done. Let's do some research, you get it done. That's basically how it's done. One of our biggest nightmares for a whole, since the beginning, is getting those audiences updated, right? Because they have to be manually updated. Now you can have an agent update them. Imagine Cesar Milan, right? Posting videos every single day. Once a day, this agent comes in at 7 a.m. and updates all audiences and throws in all the video watchers into the same audience. And now we put this on automatic, right? Yeah. So Claude, I asked them, make me a simple image explaining what an MCP is. So Claude is the AI assistant. MCP is an adapter for the entire universe, right? Facebook ads, Shopify, Georgia's Zigpol. What were the top 10 performing ad sets on this account that I could potentially scale to produce more results? And he asked me, which one do you want me to analyze? Both? And I'm like, both, go for it, okay? It took about no more than 30 seconds, okay? And he gave me these 10 ad sets. It told me how many purchases on each one yesterday, the cost per purchase, how much it was spent, the impressions, and it even highlighted warnings by Meta. For example, creative fatigue on this one. It's saying you got 186 purchases, it costs you $11 to get a purchase, but your creative is fatiguing. I have an NCP with Facebook, directly with Facebook right now. And I have an NCP with Georgia's for customer service. And I have an NCP with another survey tool called Zigpol. Because at the end of people purchasing my products, I ask some survey data and I want to get that information because it gives me a lot of data as to my customers and why they're buying so I can give myself more customers. Scaling recommendations on Meta. So I can actually spend potentially 20% more budget today So then it goes on to tell me all these scaling recommendations. What did I do? Let's go ahead and execute. To make this exact budget change, I need to check the current daily budgets on both assets. First, I can calculate 20% increase. Got these budgets over here, executing both now. And then it goes on and says, updating both assets simultaneously. Both budgets updated successfully.
Wow. In seconds.
Just like that. However, there's one important thing to flag. The API forced both assets to pause status when the budget was updated. I need to reactivate them both right now to make sure they keep running.
What's going to happen? Here's my prediction right now, 2026. I'll tell you right now, it's a prediction that's not really a prediction. It's a reality. This is what's going to happen. People are not going to log into softwares anymore. You're going to log into your LLM, like ChatGPT or Claude, and you're going to manage all your software through that MCP.
The account has 49 active assets, spending a combined 8,500 yesterday. You need 1,000 more per day to hit 9,500. Here's my recommendation. And I just said scale. You notice my excitement? You think I made a difference? The amount of exclamation marks?
Seconds.
Executing all updates now. Look at the response, right? Now reactivating all of them. All done. Here's the full summary of what was executed. $42, old budget, new 50. 79, 95. 75, 90. 940, 1100, and so on. There's something called the learning phase on Meta, right? When you have something going on, you don't want to change it too drastically because it could crash your numbers. Because it sends it back to zero, square one, re-optimization, right? So you have to play with the tool. The tool is so intelligent that it understands that. And it will tell you, okay, I got it. You want to scale. We should not scale more than 15 to 20% over the next 3 days. It told me today. MCP, by the way, it was a development by Claude. And now everybody else is copying it. You know that they're all using it. So it's a big deal. It's a development in the era of AI. The client wants to double the leads. Tell me what is the low-hanging fruit right now. Give me a game plan for this. What are the creatives that are working? What are the audiences that are working? What type of campaigns? What am I doing right now that I could improve right now? And give me some suggestions. Okay, good. Scale. And this guy becomes your number one warrior.
And it keeps a change log of everything, so I don't have to try to remember it. It's all freaking there.
And you can also at the end of the week, just say,
weekly report.
Give me a summary of what we did this week and what worked and what didn't work. Boom, right? Guys, this is what it's all about. I personally have zero intention of replacing humans.
Plus,
I
makes us
have
more powerful.
all the intention of making you guys more powerful and making you guys more effective. What opportunities for scale do you see? Okay. I got several creative fatigue flags. Alan, it's telling me fem balance, creative fatigue, flax oil, fatigued, garlic seed and cat sorb, 0 purchases today, fatigued, max value goal, rolls go out free. And he says, want me to go ahead and pause for performance and scale top ones right now? Oh my God, guys, do you get this? Do you get this? What is happening? This is like Minority Report right now. This is like 2059.
For those of you that are like, okay, Manuel, but tell me, how do I integrate this? It's very simple, I promise you. It's not complicated at all. It doesn't require coding experience, coding abilities, nothing, which is part of the beautiful thing about this era, that the complications of codes and development and so on are out the window.
First step is you gotta download Desktop Claude. Install Claude Desktop, okay? Claude downloads page, and then download for Mac. And then I'm gonna go to Settings.
Connectors, customize, plus sign, add custom connector. I'm gonna put in the HTTPS mcp.facebook.com/ads. Meta MCP. And we're gonna click on add. And then it actually right away, you're not connected to the MCP, Meta MCP yet. We're gonna click on connect. It now takes you to Facebook. It still has to be in the desktop app. Apparently that's the way it works. So it brings all this data in here, okay? All of it in here. It's as simple as that, okay? And then I'm gonna go and start a new chat. Could you tell me which accounts have MCP enabled? Tell me which ad accounts. Always allow. I have hundreds of accounts. What's happening with Better Dog 2 today? Give me an update. And just like that, we're already integrated. As simple as that. You still are gonna have to get in there and create the campaigns from scratch. You have to get your listings, your ad creative, your images, your videos, your graphics. You still have to do all of that, but you can now manage your campaigns directly on Claude. I have not replaced humans with AI. I have replaced humans that don't use AI with humans that use AI. That I have done. You cannot work in this company anymore if you're not into AI. I don't want you here. As simple as that. I actually am actively hiring people right now, but I'm only hiring people that have AI capabilities. That's where it comes in, because the AI in the hands of a marketer that can create, that's an artist, that's passionate, that's really good at what they do, and they're obsessed over the game of attention and impact and revenue and convincing a customer to buy, that's where the real power comes in of an agency. But to have access to this tool to get the journey started, priceless.